Hi, it's Jane, and on today's video, I am going to talk about my intentions for 2025. Can you believe we're already in 2025? Didn't seem like the year went by that fast, but boy, did it. All right. As you know, I do a lot of different things on this channel. Um, Many of those things are not going to change. I will still continue to do the Healthier You. I will still continue to do Tunisian Tuesday, although I'm going to try to work a little bit better on getting more of those filmed. It's just things have been crazy and just things have been crazy. The other thing is I would like to do a little more diamond painting. You know, the diamond painting and chat with me. I have that cat, and I still haven't finished it. And I have a ton of other um, diamond paintings that I would like to get done, get into to begin with. So I do plan on doing that. Um, so what I thought I would do is I have a notebook, and I made a list of some things that I'm wanting to do for my 2025 intentions. Um, so I thought I would share those with you today. First of all, you know that I have a ton of totes. I went through and counted the totes of yarn that I have, and I have 32 in total that are just yarn. Um, and that's not including one that is for kitchen type yarn, for scrubby yarn and some cotton yarns. I haven't included that one in this count because I probably most likely won't pull that out in what I'm planning on doing. But I would like to bust through my yarn stash this year, and I'm going to take you along with me. And one of those ways I'm going to do that is by doing a tote by tote thing. Pull the tote and work through it until it's empty. I do have some rules that I've made along the way concerning those totes because, as you know, I have a tote that is all black yarn. So there are some rules, and I will explain that to you when I explain the series and actually start that. When I was with the Battle of the Stitches Live, I had called it Get Into Those Totes. But I think I'm going to change the name of that series. But, we'll get to that when it happens. I do want to tell you that Cheryl of Vixen Purple Crochet and More has decided she's going to join me on this journey. We're going to kind of consider it a collaboration. She will have her own rules for her totes and the way that she wants to work it. But I think it'll be fun for us to actually get into those totes and to start working with those yarns because they're just sitting there. You know, that was my theory. They're just sitting there and I want to get them out. I do plan on letting you see me work on those items, whether it be through crochet and chats, doing some crochet videos, taking you along with that. I'm trying to figure out how to do a overhead video with me in the chair. At the table, it's a little bit more uncomfortable, so it's a little harder to get those things done that way. So I'm looking at some ways to film that, playing with it right now, those kind of things. Because I can't do it on the computer overhead. I don't know that I can do it very well with the phone overhead. So I have to find something that is going to work for me. I do have some cords that allow me to hook up my camera to my laptop so that I can see what I'm doing. But I gotta find those cords, and they're Lord knows where those are at. May have to order some new ones, I don't know. But that is some of the gold that I'm planning on doing. I would also like to work on some of those whips that I have. They are sitting there languishing. And on Tunisian Tuesdays, I would also like to include more projects. In other words, I may do some stitches along the way, but also be working on a project in itself, taking you along with that. Like I said, I am going to continue the Healthier You. That is something that I love to do. I like researching things, and that is something that I enjoy. And I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying that series. If you have any suggestions, feel free to send them to me. Doesn't have to be about eating, healthy weight loss, those kind of things. It can be about a lot of other different things. But please share your ideas. One of the things that I am planning on doing with this busting through my yarn stash, is to do a no-buy yarn or a low buy. And when I say it's no buy to low buy, what I mean is if there are problems with a pattern that I cannot use any of the yarn in the tote that I have pulled for my series, if I need to purchase yarn to finish a project, then I will do that if I need to purchase those things. Because sometimes you need more white to finish something, more black, those kind of things. But I think I'm kind of going to try to do a combination of what, why can I not think of her name? Leslie. Not enough yarn. What she does. If she runs out, she adds something else to it. So I think I'm going to try that instead of constantly running and buying yarn. I mean, because folks, I've got a ton of yarn and it needs to be used up. None of my kids knit or crochet and that kind of thing. I also would like to include making more garments this year for me, myself. As you know, I had wanted to do more things amigurumi, and I am in the process of doing that and adding more things, but I've not taken you along with me when I do that. In other words, I haven't been showing you some of the things that I've been making because I have been making them and putting them back for Operation Christmas Child. I would like to be able to have those things ready so that I can fill some of my boxes as well as take them to the church to be used for a packing party for when we do that so that people can pack other boxes with some of those objects. So that is some of the things that I am doing currently and working on and planning. And I have found that I do a lot of time wasting. So what I say by that is if I'm sitting here watching a video, I'm not crocheting, I'm not knitting, I'm not doing anything else, and I'm really wasting time because there are things that I could be doing. I know we all kind of do this. And a lot of people tell me, yeah, but you're not concentrating on the video. Well, sometimes when you're watching some of these videos, you don't need to concentrate on them. So I am learning to do a little bit more and to use my time a little bit more wisely in this year. There are some things that I will not be able to avoid, like having to go outside and shovel snow, put out the icer for the ice, all that fun stuff. Cutting the bamboo, weed eating. So those are things that do take time, and I will have to plot those out in a day. Some of the other things that I'm going to do personally is I have in the past done scripture writing. Let me get a drink. But I kind of let that fall by the wayside. So I am planning on starting up doing some more scripture writing again. And basically restarting my scripture writing. I do take time in the mornings, lots of times for a devotional, to read a Bible passage and to contemplate on that, meditate on it throughout the day, and then try to pray that scripture throughout the day. So I'm going to try to implement that also with the scripture writing as well. That is a personal goal. Some of the other things that I would like to do is, that sewing channel has been sitting there and has done very little. So I am planning on doing at least one video a week about sewing. It may be sewing that I'm doing for Operation Christmas Child. It may be just some small tutorials that I'm taking you along with me on how I do certain things, how I make certain things, those kind of things. I would like to, like I said, get into the garment making also there as well. Originally, that is what I had planned for that channel, to make things for me, clothing, and I had not done that. I also would like to do some things that I have lost some weight. I have some jeans that I cannot wear because they are too big. Yes, I could give them away to, Goodwill or sell them on eBay or whatever. But I would like to see if there is a way for me to create those, do some restructuring of those, some of those things, so that I could continue to wear them. I don't know if that's possible, but that is a journey, a learning journey. And so there's that. But those are some of the intentions that I have for this year. And I have a couple of other personal ones, but I'm not going to share those with you. But let me know if you have any kind of intentions that you're planning on. I know a lot of people use the setting goals, and I found that setting goals within a month, I've abandoned them. So goal setting is not something that I consider when it comes to these kind of things. These are intentions. These are ways for me to follow up with those things. I have not always planned well for some of the things that I would like to do. That is part of something that I am working on doing and keeping a little more structured. The notebook is to help me with what I am doing on a weekly basis, what I'm showing you, what I've not shown you, those kind of things. So I'm not doing a lot of repeat, showing you the gloves that I made knit 16 times. You don't need to see that. So that is kind of where I'm at today. And those are what I am intending to do for 2025. I hope you'll join me along on this journey. I have to admit, I love every one of you. It has been great being here with you. This community is one of the best communities that I have ever seen. Knitting community is a lot the same way, but there are times that I find them a little more, shall we say, snooty, and that's okay. There are a lot of people that think that knitting is superior to crochet, and your mileage may vary, and mine does on that. And we all know I'm very opinionated, and I'll continue to share my opinions throughout the year. So yeah, that is it in a nutshell. Hope you will join me with that, and I'll see you again in this upcoming year as I decide on a name for that tote series. But if you have any suggestions, then let's get together and talk about those, and maybe we'll do something. All right. See you soon. Bye.